Okay, so first of all you need to draw. Okay, to draw, first of all draw. Okay, and simplify first in a plus bi. Okay, if we have z square plus 4 equals to 0, so what should we have? First we need to draw, so draw. So if we want to draw, meaning we need in a term of a plus bi, right? So now what is the value here? The value here is z equals to, you need to modify first, minus 4. Okay, minus 4. Okay,
Doctor,
yeah,
you can see your screen.
you not can skip you. Alright, sorry. Okay. Okay. Z square plus 4 equals to 0. So first thing first is we need to draw. First is to draw. So if you want to draw, we need in term of the a plus bi. Okay, a plus bi. So in this case, do you see in the term of a plus bi?
No.
Not yet. So so we need to see in the plus a plus bi. So now if you see here, okay, if you see here at the notes, is it we need to square root first or not before sketch? Meaning here if we have square or cube, we just leave first, and then we just need this form. So we need this form enough to draw. So now we have z square equals to negative 4 plus 0 I. Alright, so where is negative 4 plus 0 I? So where is our negative 4? Ni is real, this is imaginary. This is imaginary. So now we have negative 4 here. So this is our, so the theta here, we can see the theta is, okay, we just compare the what, the example that they given to us. Okay, if the method is same, just a value. Okay, for here we have 16j. So first of all, we can draw, but we just maintain the square or cube or everything lah here. Just leave, but we just enough to draw this. Okay, enough this information to draw. So we have 16j. This is a imaginary part, this is a real part. So 16j, this is negative, this is positive. So 16j is here, and where this is 0 plus 16j. So that's why here we get 90 degree. So now here, what is our degree here? 180 degree, which is equals to pi in radian. Alright. So next, what should we do? Next, what should we do after we have this form and this drawing? So we can transform this a plus bi into polar form. So polar form, we need r, okay, right? Z n equals to r, okay, r plus cos theta plus I j sin theta. Okay, we need this in this form. So theta here is, we already get theta is a 180 degree. So r, what is r? R is radius, which is what is the distance between this point to this point. So okay, the distance between this point to this point. So what is the distance? So how to get this? To get this, we just if we use the formula, r is equals to square root a square plus b square, right? A plus bi, if we have that form. So now b, what is 0? I is 0. So now here we have -4 square plus 0 square. So square root all of this. So what we'll have, we'll have 16 square root 16. So we have 4, right? So now we can transform z to the power of 2 equals to r. R is 4, okay, 4. And then cos theta, theta is 180 degree plus sin 180 degree over, not yet. Not I, J. I just confused. Ji and then 180 degrees. So we have in the polar form for our question. And then now the next stage is we want to compute lah. Second is transform lah. Transform form based on the question, okay? And then the third one is compute what they need. Compute with the based on the question lah. So the question, they want to find the roots. So the roots, we can see here the roots, we just can have by using this formula. Just apply this formula. So what the key of this formula? We can use both degree or radian. And then we have k, and then we have n. N is the power of z. So which is k is how many circle that we want, based on the power of n, which is k is depend on n. If n is 100, so k will be 100 element, but will stop until 99, okay? Because n minus 1. If we have 100 minus 1, so we get 91. The end of term will be 91, but the number of term will be 100. Because why? Because we calculate the 0 here, okay? So why the 0 is important here? Because the 0 meaning there is the original one before we circle that roots. Okay, what we'll have? So we will use this formula to solve this. So z square, so we leave it z equals to for 1/2, and then cos, okay, theta plus 108, sorry, theta is our theta here, 180 plus 360 degree K over N plus J sine 180 degree plus 360 K over N. Okay? So equals to, what is our N? N is 2. So meaning here, this is 2. This is 2. 2, this is 2. So what is K? K is where, okay, where K is 0, 1, 1, 2. 2 minus 1. So there is 1. So no need. So this is equivalent to this. Alright. So if K is 1, so we have 2 roots only for this equation. So what should we have? We just put, so next is we just put the 0 and 1 in this equation. Okay, and then we have Z equals to square root of 2, this is square root of 4, and then cos, this is I calculate for K equals to 0, okay, in this case. Okay, so we'll have cos 180 plus 360 K0 over 2 plus J sine 180 degree plus 360 degree K. K is 0. K is 0. K is 0. And then over 2. So calculate this. And then we have 2. And then cos 180 degree over 2. What we get? $90 degree, right? 90 degree.
Doctor,
Yeah.
we calculate the square root for.
Complete circular root for the question, the tutorial question, which is this question in the tutorial. So in the tutorial, we need to find in this tutorial we need to find z square plus 4. Solve the following equation in the form of a plus b j and show the roots. Okay, the key here is the root. De Moivre's theorem, the key is roots on the Argand diagram. So now we just need a few more steps to solve of our first question. Okay, so did I answer your question?
Yes.
Alright, so we can go next. Are you here, everyone?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, so now, yes.
What is n?
The n, okay, n.
What is it? Does it represent the number 4 or the
Number 4 is r. If you
R.
Zn equals to r cos theta plus sine plus j sine theta. Okay.
or the n is power?
The n is power of z. Right?
Alright.
Okay, so in this question, we have z square plus 4. Actually, this is z square equals to negative 4. We need the z stand alone first. If we have this like this equation, so meaning here z4 equals to negative 8. And then we need to sketch the graph. Where is negative 8? Find the theta and find the arc, which is arc we can find from a square plus b square, square root of this. And then for the theta, we need to draw this like this. So if the point is here or here, so what should you have? The distance will be r here, which is let's say this is a, this is b, so which is this is negative b. So r will be, theorem Pythagoras, we have square root of a square plus negative bracket and then negative b square. So you will get the which is we call it as a z norm. If you go through the notes and my lecture for video lecture, alright? Okay, I think it's clear. So that's why the first thing first, you need to draw. So before you draw, in this question we need to see in term of a plus b. See, if the form in not into a plus b I, so you cannot draw. So that's why you need to transform. If they give in a polar form or give in a exponential form, so what should you have? You need to transform into a plus bi if we want to draw. That is depend on the question. So later we can go through the question. Alright. So and then after we identify the z and r and the theta, so we put in this equation. Okay, and then the another process, because they need a roots. So they need a roots, meaning we need to square root all of this, because this is a square. If the cube, so we need to find the root for the cube. So if the cube, usually we will have three roots lah. Okay, so now k equals to 0 and 1. So 0, first I just put k equals to 0. For k equals to 0, we will have this. So we simplify. So just simplify. This is 0. So meaning this, we will get 90 degree plus j sine 90 degree. Okay. And then what should you have? So you just put in your calculator. Cos 90 degree equals to 0. So 2, 0 plus j sine 90 degree, you will have 1. Okay, so what you will have? You will have 0 plus 2j, which is we usually just 2j. We just usually write as a 2j. This is for k equals to 0. For k equals to 1, k equals to 1, we will have z equals to square root of 4 cos 180 plus 360 degree, k equals to 1. So we put 1 here. And then over n is 2 plus j cos 180 plus 360 degree, okay, bracket 1 because the k. And then we divide by, yes.
Sorry, why you choose 1 as the k?
Because we need to find the roots. So now the root is from 0 until 0. If we can find k equals to 0 and 1. So from the notes, the formula, the Morris theorem, okay, here, find the root of complex number. We should use this formula. So use this formula. So we will have this equation, and then k equals to 0, 1, 2 until n minus 1. So now our n is 2, so 2 minus 1 is 1, so we will stop until 1. So that's why we have this, and then what should we have? We simplify this. So we have 2 cos, okay, 180 plus 360 divide by 2. So you will have 270 degree plus j cos 270 degree. Alright, so what should we have? You have 2 cos. Okay, so you put it in the calculator, cos 270. So you will have 0 plus j sorry, there is not cos, there is sine. Okay, there is sine. Alright, so sine 270. So you will have negative 1, and then you have j here. Remember, you have j here. So what you will have? You will have 0. Okay, 0 plus negative 2j. So actually this equals to negative 2j. So our conclusion is the roots is equals to 2j and negative 2j. That is our conclusion lah. Alright? Is it clear?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so let's try the second one. Okay, let's try the second one. Try to compute this and then show your working at the Padlet. Okay? Yes.
I want to tell you.
Apa dia?
Saya nak tanya.
Ya.
Yang masa nak draw diagram kan, medium buat z square equals to negative 4.
Nah, negative 4.
Kalau bagi jadi z saja boleh tak?
Tak betul lah, sebab if we just put z only, so your drawing will different lah, because you will get I. You will get I. So once your draw is wrong, you get the wrong answer. So you just follow the step here. Okay? You just follow the step here. Meaning you need to leave the power of z for the first, and then second, later after we draw and then we solve the power of n. So that is the procedure lah to solve this kind of question. So can you solve it? And then show to the class. I give your time to solve. Is it okay?
Sorry, doctor.
Yeah.
Which questions?
Which classes? Meaning?
Questions.
Which question? The second question for the tutorial. Later I come back. I give you time to do it. Try yourself. 4. This 4 question. Because 4 is higher power. So after you manage to deal with the higher power, is more easier to the rest lah. Okay, try to get
Okay.
alright, to get this question, z to the power of 4, 8. Okay, so I live with this z to the power of 4 plus 8 equals to 0. So find the roots. I think that's the question. Alright, that's so I will live like this. Or how to, I think this is better. I think for the first, okay, I think I just cut here. 1 minute, I cut here. Just put here. Okay, so now we will have bigger one. Okay, you try. You try first. I just leave you for give you time to solve. All right. Maybe 5 minutes. Okay.
Excuse me, doctor.
Yes. Yes.
Can we use 0 instead of theta?
0 for?
Instead of 360, I mean, sorry.
Okay. You have question for this, alright? Argument. Find the argument of negative. Okay. Are you still in your calculation? Okay. Okay, make sure you put your name at the paper. And the date, for the date of today. Okay, today dates, and because that will be considered as your attendance for today. Okay. If you already finish, please check at chatbot, because I want to discuss continue our discussion to this equation, this question and this question. Okay. If you already finished, just let me know, because we can continue to another question. Okay. Okay, if you cannot find in terms of this form, meaning square root of 2, you can just multiply. Multiply, what is the value? So the value, I believe that we give the same answer with this decimal point. Okay. Because sometimes when you do quiz or test, you cannot we cannot get the square root, the nice number, so just leave with the decimal is okay, right? Okay, so one of you already done. For the rest, okay, I will repeat at the question letter for this properties of conjugate. Properties of conjugate are used for the fractional to solve the division operation, because we cannot solve if there is no real number in the denominator. That is the motive of the main idea for the conjugation. Okay, for the letter here, letter is this question. Okay, letter, okay, that's great. But here we have the name. Here I'm not sure the name. That here is no name. I do not know. Oh, Mama Faiz, you put in here. Alright. Okay, so now a minute. Ustaz nampak lah apa you all buat ni. Kita nak besarkan ni. Ni yang saya punya ni. Ni saya punya saya buat tadi. Saya nak yang ni yang terbaru tu, yang tu power 4 tu. Yang ni saya buat tadi. Okay. Ni cantik. Buat tulisan macam ni lah, cantik-cantik. Senang nak tengok, nak check. Macam mana saya nak besarkan ni. Tak nampak, tapi saya nampak dia punya method ni dah betul lah. Bila tulisan cantik kemas macam ni, senang lah kan. Dia menyenangkan saya. Macam tak perlu nak ni sangat. Tengok dah ni. Memang complete lah. Dia akan biasa kalau ni akan dapat full mark lah. Tapi tak dapat full mark lagi. Kenapa? Because there is not full mark yet. Because show the roots on an argon diagram. Maksudnya all these roots, okay, these all roots, for roots ni you kena plot it at the argon diagram, in a one argon diagram. So you will have 4 point in the argon diagram. So you need to continue another step, which is you need to draw every point here. Okay, is it clear?
Yeah.
Okay, easy or simple? Easy or simple, guys?
Madam.
Yes. No
Madam,
choice.
saya tak berapa faham lah yang soalan ni.
Kat mana you tak faham?
Yang tak tahu macam mana nak dapat roots dia.
Tak tahu macam mana nak dapat roots dia. Yang mana? Yang daripada atas tu ke? Mulakan dengan soalan. Kat mana yang you tak tahu tu? Tak apa, you try satu-satu. Macam mana you nak dapatkan roots dia? First, apa yang you perlu buat sebelum dapatkan roots?
It's simple. It just takes a long time. So
Okay, 1 minute. I want to solve that problem. Okay. First, what should you do for the drawing? Who asking for
fail.
What is the first step you should have? You should know if we deal with find the roots or everything in this complex number actually. If you deal with transformation to the polar form or exponential form or to find the root, what should you do first? Draw
Draw a Venn diagram.
Yes, so make sure in your mind, draw your icon diagram. Where is the position? So if we just have 4 to the power z to the power 4 plus 8 equals to 0. So you can draw the icon diagram? Not yet. So you need to adjust first. Adjust until you get in this form. Z to the power of 4 equals to negative 8. Because negative 8 and then plus 0 ij. Okay, plus 0 ij. So that is your skill lah to draw. So 2, for example, we have z e to the power of 4 equals to negative 8. But we know that is complex number. So we just plus 0 j. So we put in the diagram, we will have negative 8 so that the what? The number is here. Is here. Because j is 0. If we put this is j, this is real number, this is imaginary number. This is imaginary number. If we put here, there is something number. You cannot put here. Even there is negative 8. You cannot put here. Right? And then you cannot put that is you need to go through the tutorial first tutorial. First tutorial the example. Go to the example, you close the example and then you sketch your own solution. That is the best what is the best way to study. Because one of that is proven one, because what my supervisor taught me, that is from Turkey, but he learned at mathematics at Uzbekistan, and then he continue PhD there. So what he get the PhD in age 25. You know, 25. Because of the only way of study. How do you study? He study only like this. Okay. If the draw, okay, the draw here, they draw, and then we go to exercise. Okay, we go to exercise. Okay, we read. Okay, this like this, like this, like this. Alright, and then you already buy the book, right? And then you close all the solution here. All the solution here. You close all the solution here. So you take the piece of paper and you try to solve without see the solution. That's only he do. And then sometimes but you don't you there is not remember, you just write what you understand. So what you just write what you understand. You just write. If it's wrong, it's okay, because you're not in the exam yet. You still not in your what. It's just your training to understand this kind of thing, which is the easy way. And then after you finish your working, you see, you open the solution, and then you compare where is your solution is goes, and where is the exactly. So the idea, we will get the idea of the question easily. So actually in mathematics, actually there is the idea is the same, but just a situation, the is not different. And then the type of properties, behavior of the that's why in mathematics we just have 4 operation for everything: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. So everything here, you just draw. If like this, you cannot find, you cannot draw. So you try to solve this, and then you try to draw your own, and then you try see the mapping. Oh, here, so we wrong here. So we can get the solution. That's, or you can just text me. If you tutorial, you start, some students already message me how to deal with this question, if this is. So I just give instruction, then you can get this. So it's depend on you. You need to take your own time to study this thing, because if you remember everything inside here, that is very worse lah. Because in mathematics, actually in mathematics is construct our mind to think, how the idea, the art of thinking is very compulsory lah in mathematics. But if you remember, is a big problem for you. You will face a big problem. You will stress and so on. So that's why I say, if we have like this equation, so some people already put their effort to understand, so get some time. So if you have a lot more, you have no time, so maybe you can get your friend, a few friend. So for example, we have a lot of question to solve. So we divide between us, just 5 or 4 people. And then please make sure everyone put a good way, handwriting and so on. So it's easier to us for to state only. But I usually use for the if the subject is reading. So I not need to much time to read everything in the textbook, because my friend already read and make sure the notes is already put in their paper. So because of that strategy, I get a good result lah. Alright. So same here. You need to first is idea. What is the main idea here? You need to think that. Alright. So first thing is draw. After you draw, okay, you they need to find the rules. So if you still cannot understand, you can reformulate, right? But first of all, I suggest you, okay, you just solve the same equation here. Okay, you read first, read how this, you find the why is come like this, there is a reason why it's come like this. Okay, so and then you close this solution, you put your own solution, and then just compare, and then after you finish everything, even though it's totally wrong, you just open the net and then compare, so you can identify where is your understanding is about this subject, about this subtopic, or about this conclusion. Because if you already stuck in a few things, you just text me, that is okay. Alright,
Okay, madam.
I think you need time lah. You need time. Get your own time to go through everything in this. Alright. Okay, and then before this we have, okay, for like this, how to draw. Okay, where is the question? Tadi mana question tadi? Dah jatuh dah tak ada. Ni. Here, find the argument. So, this kind of question, how to solve? We just need to draw lah first. So, we can find the argument. Yeah? So, okay, how to draw? Okay, we already have in terms of A plus BI. Okay, how to draw? We need A plus BI in terms of, sorry, BJ. Okay, I already confused. I already asked the writer to change to I, because J is quite difficult, because in a world, in the whole world use I actually, not J. We should get the standard symbol. We should have a standard symbol for the textbook. Alright, so now find the argument of, okay, Z, we have Z equals to -4, -7. J, this is I, J, whatever lah. Alright. So first of all, what else should be in your mind? You should draw. That's the main. How to draw this? It's easy lah, because already A plus BJ. So, it's quite easy. This is a real number. This is imaginary number for Y axis. Alright. So, -4. This is positive. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. For -4 side is the left hand side. So, 1, -1, -2, -3, -4, kan? So you have this here. Okay, you have this here. But you have -J. So we have, there is positive side for J. So this is 4, this is 8. But for negative is another side here. This is 2, -2, -4, -8. So 7 is here. So we take the ruler, we map this point. So we get -4, -7 here. So we get this point. Okay, we get this point. Okay, we get this point. So we get this point. Okay, we get this point. So we get this point. So this point, we will get R. So dalam bracket, this point is equivalent to -4, -7. So argument where? Argument is from origin to this, the argument is from origin to this angle. So this is theta. So what we'll have here, we will have from x-axis, the horizontal axis, paksi x ni, dekat paksi x kita hanya dapat alpha. So we can find the alpha by using tan theta. Tentang divide by bahagi dengan sebelah. Tentang bahagi dengan sebelah. So in English is we can find the alpha here by using opposite over adjacent. Okay, so what is the value here? The value here is 7. Okay, the value here is -4. So tan alpha, okay, tan alpha equals to opposite. Opposite is -7. And then we have adjacent. Adjacent kita adalah -4. Alright. So alpha is equals to arc tan 7/4. So put in the calculator what you find for alpha. Arc tan 7/4. So we will have 16.26 degree. So this is alpha, but the argument is 180 plus 60.26 degree. (240.26 degree. So you see the question. Ini ke? Option number 4. Alright. Okay, get the idea? Hello.
Yes, madam.
Yes, yes. Madam.
Okay.
So my mistake is I don't find the quadrant. I answer 50.26 because it show that.
Yeah, I'm not sure how you solve it. So after maybe you can compare lah. I think but you get the idea of the question, right? Where is the trick there? Okay. Alright. Any more question? So if here you can z multiply first with w, and then once you multiply you conjugate, and then you get the answer. And then for zi to the power of something, okay, I to the power of, okay, 66. So what we'll have, for example, this question. So you see the my sharing about the video how to solve the higher power of the higher power of for the R imaginary. Do you see? We just need to divide by 66 divide by 4. And then see the reminder, what is the reminder. So you just put in the calculator, divide by 4, you will have what, how many? You will have 33 over 2. So 33 over 2. So 1. So 0, 2. Macam mana dia punya ni? Semula. Okay. So you get 1. So you will have 4. So 26. 16. Over 2. 24. Okay, 24. We have 2. So the remainder here will be so meaning ada saya ada salah ke? So
I can see your screen.
oh lama. Alright, 1 minute. Saya dah tutup ke macam mana? Okay. For this question, we have I to the power of 66. So we just divide by 4. We have remainder 2. So this meaning I 16. Oh no. Okay, I 16 4 times times 16 16, right? So what we will have I4 16. So you will have 1 to the power of 16. But you have another one here is I square. Okay. And then I square. So you will have this is 1 and then negative 1. So you will have negative 1. Okay. If you see the video, is more easier lah. Okay, how this solve. Just need for this kind of question, the main idea here, you need to previous knowledge you. If we have am so this will be am plus n. If we have am n, so it will be am dot n. Because of this is okay, this is whatever inside here we just add. Okay, okay, I explain this. Whatever here we just add, so until n power. So if we have n power am, okay, am n, okay, so equals to am how many time? N time. So times am times am times am sampai until still am until how many time? n times. Okay. Example is example AM3. So 3 times of AM1, AM2, AM3. So we have AM plus M plus M. So it is equals to A 3M. So that's why it's come from, it will be A M times 3. Same lah, because of this. That is the idea there lah. So this law you need to insert in your mind. If we have AM over AN, so what should we have? AM minus N. Okay. And another thing, if we have AM over, okay, if we have AM 2 A square over A negative 1, so it just follow the rules, which is A, okay, the rule is what? The rule is AM over AN, so equals to A M minus N. So A, what is M, what is M is 2, so minus 1. So what we'll have, A 2 plus 1 is equals to A 3. So that's my conclusion is you not actually you need do not think that is very difficult. Just think the mathematics actually only paste and edit some little bit. Kalau bahasa Melayunya kita copy paste benda yang sama, just edit sikit-sikit bergantung kepada dia punya rules and formula. Itu je. Cuma you tulis, you make sure you write that, so that after you write you can get the idea. The things happen to our student is okay, they understand the law, but after they come out see the question, we not brave to face it. Actually we not brave to write it, even though we know the question, the law, everything we know regarding the previous knowledge already good. But the thing is, sometimes people think it's quite difficult because of negative here. How to deal with the negative? Just copy and paste what is M, what is N, what is the operation you should add, and then later on, after you write one by one, and then you think one by one, you think. That is the process. It's okay, no need to rush, right? Make sure you clear what you do. That's all. So please trust yourself. If you trust yourself, and then you will start to believe your own stuff, and then you will start to unlock your potential. Why you can unlock your potential? Because you know where is you not understand, where is the lack of your skill. So from there, after we identify the lack of our skill or knowledge, what we should do? We improve the skill. But if you take action by cheating or meniru and so on, then so what you will get? You get nothing actually. Maybe the answer is right, but in future or later, it's not good. It's not good for you in to what, to unlock your skill lah. That's the mistake lah. You sebenarnya masa ni lah you peluang untuk you belajar, melakukan kesilapan, then you improve. Alright? You need to brave to get wrong first, because now you student. later on, after you have not titled in student, and then if you wrong at that time, maybe you need to get fire somebody. That's the problem lah. You will face a bigger problem. So start to brave to make mistake. From that mistake, how to improve. Start to believe on yourself. So you will get your world will be more larger lah. That is happen lah. That is happen to me. Alright. That is happen to me and a lot of people lah. As long if we put see the if we not solve yet, and then we see the question, we not to try yet, but we think is already difficult. That is the what the bad habit lah. So avoid that. Alright, please. Maybe you can get for the first time, you will get the not really good marks, but it's okay. Just earlier you can improve later. So keep on trying, then you will get you will score the subject. Alright. Okay. So there is more question you want to ask? Any more question you want to ask?
Yes.
Yes. What question?
My question is in worksheet that was spread.
Worksheet?
The last one.
The quiz?
Wait. Mandarin is
Yeah.
if that power 3 equal to 4 negative 1, 4 negative I, polar form of given complex number is that equal to 17. For k equal 0, the root is as follows. Find the root when k equal 2. So, what's the answer? What is the solution to that question?
In the quiz, right? In the quiz. Polar form is given by this. Dia dah bagi polar form. So, we just put in the formula.
Yes, that one. Yes.
Put the formula. We either can put into the directly from formula here. Just okay. So the polar form will be. I think this the question is quite problem here. They should put into 3 here, and you did not get the answer, right? Though you get the answer.
Yes.
So there is Z3 17, 4 square 16, 17. Square root not here. Actually, square root is not here. It is cos 345.96 degree plus 360 degree k over n is 3. So plus j sine 345.96 plus 360 degree k over 3. So k equals to 2, k equals to 2, k equals to 2. So what should we have? You will have z3. Usually we put like this. Sorry. Actually this question should be like this. Okay. So k equals to 2, so z equals to z3. Z2 lah, z2. Z2 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 equals to square root 3 square bukan square, root of 3 17 cos put k equals to 2 here, 345.96 plus 360 2 times 2 over 3 plus j sine 345.96 plus 362 2 divide by 3. Alright, so we'll get answer. I think the question is wrong. Right is the question written wrong. There should be 3 here. Okay, maybe you get the same answer here, but the question give a wrong what in wrong wrong. You should be 3 here, not square root here. Still square root. Just 3 here because r is r square. First is drawn because it already give the ni, just add je lah, add k equals to 2 tu. Okay, and then you get the calculator and find the everything lah inside here. So you will get the answer in terms of A plus BI. Okay. I think here there is the wrong is here because R is 4 square plus negative 1 square, 16 17. Dah betul dah yang ni. That is correct. And degree here you need to, okay, the 4 is here, negative 1 is here. Okay, so this is the point, and then you can need to find the alpha first, and then baru you akan dapat the theta. Okay, that is, so the theta here is 345.6. So in here just put k, just apply the theorem, but there is confused here because the question wrong. You should it should be z to the power of 3, and then with this polar form, and then just use this polar form and to get the k equals to 2. Okay, alright. So, the question also give information that you do not need You just actually put this equation and then just put this, and no need to use to put this also, because you do not need, there is not simultaneous equation. If two variables, two answers, so two equations, so it will be a simultaneous equation, which is we need a few what, actually this want to help you lah, because maybe the question is too long, but so that's why it's just to find us to find, they just ask to find k equals to 2. For the rest so for the rest tak ada lah kot saya rasa. No more question, I think it's clear. A single complex number a plus bi. So for here, so somebody asked for conjugation, right? Conjugation. So conjugate. Okay, properties of conjugate. Where we use actually? Where we use here. We use here. We use here. Okay, we use here. So what is conjugate? Conjugate is what? Negative. We put the negative one, negative at the imaginary part. Only involve imaginary part. Okay. So we should conjugate in this value, because if this value, because after we conjugate and then multiply the conjugate, so if we have in general a plus I, and then we multiply with conjugate of this, so a minus bi, okay, this is a plus b j, because a lot of question use j, so bi minus bj. So what we'll have, okay, this is a square, and then we have negative abj plus abj minus b square j square. Okay, bj square. So now j square, we know that j square equals to negative 1. So what we'll have, a square minus b square negative 1 minus abj and then plus abj, so we will get 0 here. Okay, 0. So what we'll have, we will have a square plus b square, which is this is a real number. So once it's become anything in a plus bj divide by a real number, is more easier to deal, because no more I here. For example, okay, 3 minus I divide by 4. So more easier. So we can put it as a 3 over 4 minus net minus 1 over 4i. But if we have 4 over 2i, what should you do? You cannot deal with this. But we can deal after this will be a real number. So how to be a real number? So we
negative 2i.
conjugate first. Yeah, we conjugate first. Conjugate negative 2i, negative 2i. Okay, conjugate. Conjugate with the same number, because after the same number, this will be, this is equals to 1. Okay, only 1. So anything times 1, there is only still in this number, but in the formation of this number change. So what we'll have, we have negative 8i over negative 4i square. So I square, memang you banyak guna ni, I square equals to negative 1. Okay, I square equal to negative 1. So negative 8i over negative 4 negative 1 square. So you will get tak adalah square ni kan. Tengok, saya pun dah careless tadi. Tak adalah square sebab kita remove semua ni. Alright, we use everything inside here. I square ni kita remove, no need to square here. So we will get negative 8i over 4. So we get 2. So equals to negative 2i. That's, so make sure if they divide by imaginary is okay, but if they divide by, okay, if the number given that I to power of 100 plus I to power of 20 divide by 2 power of 4 plus 3i square, apa you all perlu buat dulu?
Simplify.
Conjugate first or how? Simplify. Yes, simplify. So you no need to conjugate first. First, the idea that always in your mind, what is the problem here? You do not know, is it this is involve I? Not yet. Or involve I in terms of A plus BI? No, we cannot see here. So first we simplify first this equation. Is it this equation will be a real number here? But if a complex number here, what should you do? You should conjugate. So simplify. So 100 you will get I to power of 4 20 4 6 4 5 lah, 50, right? 50 to the power of 4 times 50, so you get 100, and then plus I to the power of 4, I to the power of 4, 20 is 5. Betul tak ni? 5. Betul kan? Cuma yang ni 4 kali 50. 4 kali 50. 4 kali 5? 25. 4 kali 5, 20 kan? Betul kan? Tiba pening awak. Alright, so there is 4. There is 4, 1. So there is plus 3. I negative 1. Okay, so here is 1 plus 1 over 2 minus 3. So equals to 2 over negative 1. So this is a real number. So simplify first. If they get I here, so you need conjugate first, and then baru you boleh sketch or draw or do it something else for that number. Alright. Find the argument, find, and then find if the following roots is true or not. So you need to find everything lah macam tadi ikut je step tadi. Modulus, what is modulus and so on. So dia punya ni lah. Okay, so yang ni pun sama. Okay, given that this, okay, the last question I think. Yang ni pun sama, you jangan panik lah. Tengok E dah jadi pelik lah. Jadi macam dah gabra apa semua kan. No need. You just relax. Okay, just tanya what is the problem of this this. The idea is to form into a polar form. So what is polar form? Cos theta plus J sin theta. And then we have R. Okay, so we have R and Z. So here R we already have. Okay, R we already have, but E in radian, so 3. So Z equals to 3. R is 3. Cos pi over 2 plus J sin pi over 2. Okay, ni dia punya ni extension dia. Okay, because of E theta I is equals to cos theta plus J, sorry, this is J sin theta. Okay, so now you change to the degree lah. You can handle kan, ataupun you just masukkan dalam calculator. Just put it in your calculator. What is 180 is equals to cos 90 degree plus J sin 90 degree. So apa jawapan dia ni? Polar form dia kena ada dalam bentuk ni ke? Boleh dua-dua lah. Ada dua jawapan kat sini. Ini sebab dia polar form, dia boleh buat antara dua apa? Radian and degree, tak ada masalah. So ada dua jawapan kat sini. Alright. Gitu je. Just masukkan you punya dalam calculator je. Easy measy je. Easy and simple. Okay, no choice. So you need to easy and simple only. Dalam hidup you. Alright. Okay. Anything else? Only 10 minutes more left. Ada soalan tak? Okay, semua dah hantar lah. You punya ni. Ada soalan?
No, I think that's it.
Clear. Hopefully you can clear. And then by this way I put the video for the matrices, and then you go through the matrices. Because actually second intake is coming, so maybe after Deepavali, after next week lah, at the Thursday night, and at 8:30 PM at the night, we will get the quiz one, which is everything is in a multiple choice question, and then just try do your best lah, right? And make sure you clear everything before your quiz and so on. And any more question, you just ask me at the Telegram or WhatsApp.
Excuse me, doctor. When is the exam? What's the date?
Actually, the exam I already put here. Classwork. You go to teaching plan. You go to teaching plan. We just late. We late for 1 minute. 1 week lah. Should be complex number 2 week only. Okay, now week 3, right? So it's okay because week 1 is just a matric introduction. Alright, so your quiz will be week 4. Next week 11 Thursday at the 8:30 to 9:20 PM malam, at the night. Alright, at the night. Okay, I already put here.
Okay, thank you, Doctor.
And then you can see anything else here? No more. Maybe the test 2 is not in Thursday. There is a Monday but AM here. How to edit this? Oh, there is I can there is Thursday. I will put another version lah. There is a adjustment Monday. At the Monday at I think it's around 10 AM, right, like that. I will put it in your the new one. Alright, so it will be carried out of 15 marks for your for the total marks lah. Okay, right. Okay, anything else?
No, thank you, Doctor.
Thank you. Okay, you can continue your activity. Okay, thanks for attending for today and give your response, give your answer and so on. Alright, see you next week. See you next week for the vector, but I will go to the not vector, matrices, but I'll go to the middle of the matrices because the video will be give you introduction for the matrices. Alright, right. Thank you.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, Doctor.
Okay, bye.
Thank you, Doctor.